Hey Cancer, come on in. Let's do your energy forecast for the week ahead. Hi there everyone, my name is Lee Shanks, aka Intuitively. I'm doing the energy forecast for all the zodiac signs, but I am currently working on the sign of Cancer. All right, Cancer, so I do have two decks here. I'm going to pull one card from the first deck, which is The Universe Has Your Back, and this first card is your overarching energy for the week ahead. So for the week of April the 7th through to the 14th, we have my vibes speak louder than my words, right? Which means that who you are energetically is the truth of you, not what you say. I'm confident. I think I'm all that in a bag of chips, but your actions will show otherwise if you don't truly believe the words that you're speaking, right? This is why people react to energy and respond to energy, right? Because you're picking up on that. Some people, I get that, and I used to be one of these, would buy into the whole words part, right? I wasn't reaching beyond the words to check out the vibe behind it. I've since learned better. And now I understand that if I'm putting out their words of whatever it might be, if I'm putting out words that I'm speaking my truth, I'm standing in my truth, I'm feeling empowered, and I'm feeling confident, if I truly, truly believe that on the inside, my energy is going to reflect that. But if I'm just saying that and kind of trying to convince myself of all of that, it's not going to line up with my energy. And somebody that's intuitive, or at least pays attention to the vibe, and lots of people do that subconsciously, then they're going to react to that. They might avoid me or not believe the words that I'm saying, or I won't be able to convince them of some worth in the words that I'm sharing, right? Because again, if my words and my vibe don't line up, it is not my truth. All right. Let's see where else we're going this week. We're pulling now from the Lantern Oracle, pulling 3 more cards, breaking your week down just a little bit further here, Cancer. We have renewal. This is all about regeneration begins with decay. Okay, so I'm having a story here. Something's falling away out of your life at this time, Cancer, is what I'm getting. It could be a career change. It could be a relationship that seems to be nearing the end of its line, something along those lines, something major, right? It could be, the home that you're living in. Whatever it is, I feel like you're so focused on the dying part that is ending, right? And it's not allowing you, or you're not, and maybe it's just a case of timing, right? Maybe you're just not ready to look for the positive here. Maybe you're just not ready to look for the silver lining. But what I'm hearing here is it exists, right? You are on the verge of renewal. It may be painful at this moment, Cancer. I get that. I call that stage caterpillar soup. When we're in the middle of a transition, when we're, leaving the old behind and ready to step into the new, but we're not quite there yet. That's that caterpillar soup stage. We're no longer the caterpillar. We're not yet the butterfly, but we're something soupy and painful in the middle, right? And this is just a very, very temporary state of being. And I want you to start looking ahead to the possibilities, because again, when we let go of that old stagnant energy, it invites room in for bright, new, fresh energy into our lives. Okay? So yes, the ending of a relationship can be sad. The end of a career that we've known for, 5, 10, 15, 20 years can be scary and upsetting. But at the end of the day, they're all happening for a reason. And at the end of the day, it is going to be setting you in a new direction for renewal in your life. All right? Okay, and then the presence of absence is your middle of the week, right? And it says here, hold what is absent in the presence of your love. Okay, so what's absent? Is it the relationship that's absent? Then instead of sort of wallowing in it, what they're saying here, and I'm not judging you, please don't think I am, I don't judge, or I certainly try not to. Just reminded me of an old saying, cats meow, dogs bark, people judge, right? It's just part of who we are. But I certainly try to catch myself and try to be as least judgmental as I possibly can, learning all the time to get better. What this is saying is, instead of judging your relationship, your career, whatever it is ending, and focusing on that part of it, they're asking you to love that, to love what the relationship brought in for you, to love all the things that you learned in the career that you've had. You've grown in your experience and your wisdom and your knowledge, both either, whatever they're talking about, whether it's relationship, career, finances, health. It is about not focusing on what we no longer have, unless we're doing it through the lens of love, right? So I can't sit here and bemoan the person I used to be 10 years ago. She doesn't exist anymore. And if I spent all of my time wishing I was still her, because so much has changed in my life since then, I wouldn't get to enjoy the life that I have right now, which is actually far better in 101 different ways, right? So I struggle more financially. I don't have a steady income. I am doing things so much differently than I was 10 years ago when I had a steady government job. I was, putting money away for my pension, all that other stuff, but I was miserable, right? And if I focused on the money that I was making and how steady it was and that aspect, again, I couldn't be enjoying my everyday reality. And this life is magical. And I much, much, much prefer it. All right, where are you ending up this week here, Cancer? Let's see. Sorry, the confusion continues for you. That's okay, because again, you're going through caterpillar soup, right? And I do feel like the reason I was talking about judgment just a few minutes ago was that self-judgment. This is the first place I had to learn to let that go. And I have a sense here that you have to be sort of forgiving of yourself for the choices and decisions that you've made to date that you feel brought you here. And in some way, you're feeling, less than or judgmental about self. And that's bringing in the confusion. So it says here, literally, what did I just say? We're no longer the caterpillar, no longer the butterfly. We're caterpillar soup. Guess what? Caterpillar soup is not a fun place to be. It's confusing and it's painful, right? I can't imagine that turning into mush and having our cells restructure is not painful. So it is a painful place to be. But look at the end result, all right? It's just a reminder to focus on the end result, where you're going, not where you've been, okay? Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. That's what you need to focus on, all right? I get that it's difficult. Be easy with yourself. Be gentle. Allow some ease and grace in your life, not judgment, and you'll get through this. I promise you that, and I promise you that when you start to believe in the good, even within the sort of realms of all the negative things happening around you, if you learn to lean into something good will come of this, if you practice this is not forever, it's just for now, things will shift within you and things will get better. All right? I promise you. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. If you're so inclined, I do encourage you to hit the like, share, and subscribe. I will see you back here next week, I hope. And if you'd like, hit that notification button. If you want to know more about me, leeshanks.com, or you can find me on Instagram and Facebook @intuitively. Blessed be one and all. I'll see you back here real soon.